Tomorrow is actually my first day to put a needle in a patient's face. I feel completely confident tomorrow, knowing I am not going to hurt anyone.
Hey, I'm Louis the Laser Guy, and welcome to my podcast, Pursue Your Passion. Join me on my journey as we discover how estheticians, nurses, physicians, and complete career changers are living their passion in this booming billion-dollar medical aesthetics industry. Finding your purpose isn't only about making great money, it's about so much more. It's about tapping into your passions and chasing your dreams. Welcome everybody to the National Laser Institute podcast. My name is Louis the Laser Guy, and today I've got Ronda, Nurse Ronda here. How you doing, Ronda?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Thank you for joining me on the Zoom podcast today. I totally appreciate it. Now, refresh my memory. You've been a nurse for how many years now?
I've been a nurse for 11 and a half years.
And did you always focus on the cardiac section of nursing or different things?
Yes, cardiology and post-op cardiovascular surgeries.
All right. And at what point in your career did you say to yourself, maybe I'm going to check out cosmetic medicine and anti-aging and aesthetics? Like, when did that thought even pop into your brain?
You know, it actually popped in my brain, Louis, the minute I said I'm going to go back to school and be a nurse. And because I had been a patient on the aesthetic side,
Okay.
I had a hunger for that knowledge and wanting to know and be a part of that.
So you got some treatments once upon a time. So this is kind of cool. I can see myself doing that.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. And how did you find National Laser Institute? When you finally said, I'm going to bite the bullet, I'm going to get trained, how did you find us?
I actually did some online research and I kept coming back to your site. I liked it. I liked the presentation. I liked the order in which the class and program that I chose specifically for me was presented, because I felt like I needed it from the ground up.
Did you take a portion online, a portion in person, or everything in person?
I did everything online.
So you did the entire thing online, no in person?
No in person, no.
Where was your mind going as far as thinking, can I learn this skill set without having the needle in my hand until I start working?
I felt some fear, not because the clinical part was online. I felt okay with that. What frightened me was, do I have what it takes to do this precisely? Do I have what it takes to exceed and excel at that? Anatomy and physiology of the face has not been the forefront of my practice.
Sure.
And so I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go back and really take that all over again. But I didn't, because the course was so comprehensive, and even the course book, I can go right back to it, refer and refresh myself and say, yes, I do know that.
Good.
Here's where I need to exercise more caution. Here's where I need to not think I'm a rock star today. So I felt very safe, very safe.
Good. And you said you've landed a job already. What's the name of the place you're working at?
Proveda Health and Aesthetics.
In what city?
Asheville, North Carolina.
All right. So have you already started injecting? You're seeing patients already?
I am just now starting my hands-on injection tutorial, I will call it, and training. Awesome. And so I'm very, very excited. In fact, tomorrow, we are only open 3 days still. So tomorrow is actually my first day to put a needle in a patient's face. Although the nurse injector we have, I promise you, she is a magician. And I have observed her and talked and even studied with her with my National Laser book, that I feel completely confident tomorrow, knowing I am not going to hurt anyone.
What's the future goal?
The good thing about this practice that I've joined is it is a new practice also. Based on just my few short months with these doctors, of course, I have a long history with one of them. They offered me the opportunity to buy into this practice.
Nice.
Which tells me they appreciate my skill set and my abilities, but they also have trust in me. So yes, I am moving into this position full time and knowing this is what I'm going to do, till I'm, as we nurses like to say, pushing around a walker practicing medicine. So
Well,
this is like a dream come true for
well, the
me.
cool thing is, even if you did have a walker in your hand, you put the walker in your left hand, the needle goes in your right hand, you inject away, you're good to go.
Yes. Your course, I mean, I hope I don't sound cheesy, but it really built my confidence in the ability to do injectables and treat with laser treatments, because we have the only Cyton laser in Western North Carolina. So
awesome. So we, before COVID, we did everything 100% in person before COVID. And now we have courses for the doctors and nurses, and then we have separate different courses for the laser techs of the world, estheticians, cosmetologists, career changers. And for those folks, the laser techs, we're doing like 5 days of classroom online on Zoom. Then they come in, they do like 9 days of clinicals for a 2-week program. But for most of the doctors and nurses, most of them are typically doing in person. They come for a weekend or a week, whatever it is. I'd say a small percentage like you choose to do online. So I thought we were just going to be doing online during COVID, but we've had such a good response from people like you that said, you know what, Louis, I can't hop on a plane. There's not something in my backyard, but even if there was, I got family or kids, it's just too hard right now, but I can make it work online, whether it's on demand or a live online. And so, there really is a market for that. And so
yes.
It's cool. So now we're evolving. We're keeping that as one of our options because we've gotten some really good feedback, because whether people get their clinical training with us or on the job, it's the same. It's indifferent. I mean, we like to think that we're the best, but good training is good training wherever you go, right?
Yes, but I have to say, I think your training is a cut above.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
For sure.
We've done it for 17 years, so I hope so. I hope we've got it figured out after 17 years.
Yeah, you've got this. You've got this. And
awesome.
You have great instructors in your clinical and in your didactic. I was very pleased. I can't tell you how much it took away my fear to go through the course at Laser Clinic.
Is this a field that you might recommend to your colleagues?
Absolutely. This truly is happy medicine. People come, they're happy, they want to be there.
Yeah.
They're not sick. You're not as invasively in their space, so to speak.
Sure.
You don't have to deal with insurance. And
right.
It's the best sides of both worlds of medicine, because when people look good, they feel good, and they feel compelled to live better lifestyle choices.
Years ago, I remember 16, 17 years ago, the nursing schools didn't want me to come do speaking gigs. They said, oh no, that's a beauty business. You're not saving lives. It's not the hospital. This isn't for us. But now, the last 5 years, I got nursing schools that call me every day of the week saying, Louis, will you come speak to us? We now realize this is not just a beauty business or anti-aging. This is a build confidence business, build self-esteem business. When somebody's going through tough times or mental health things, and they see a therapist and they get the coaching, the drugs, well, the purpose of that is to build confidence and build self-esteem so you can get back out there and be on top of the world. So once nurses kind of wrap their mind around that, they go, wait a minute, I am helping people in a different way.
And you use so much of your nursing knowledge and so much of your nursing training, because no matter what you decide to practice in nursing, whether it be cardiology, OBGYN, mental health, a surgical, you are practicing mental health nursing every day with every patient.
Absolutely.
And you need to treat that holistic person. And part of that is, do I feel good about the way I look? Yeah,
absolutely. All right, my dear. Well, nice to catch up with you. I'm glad you had a great experience, and best of luck in your journey of your new business, and stay in touch and keep me in the loop. And I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. And thank you for the invitation. And again, it was phenomenal.
Thank you for listening to the Pursue Your Passion podcast. Are you interested in learning more about the medical aesthetics industry? Well, feel free to visit us online at nationallaserinstitute.com or connect with us on Facebook or Instagram. I'm Louis the Laser Guy, and we'll see you next week.